Now, how come, like, The Rock, when he transitioned later on into the movies, he got rid of The Rock, and now you have to call him Dwayne Johnson. Mm-hmm. So how come you still kept LL Cool J for the show? Because
just like Queen Latifah, I see no reason to go away from that. Like, that doesn't mean that changing my name and becoming Todd Smith doesn't mean that I'm any more serious about acting.
Mm-hmm. You mean she's not really a queen?
No, she is a queen. She's a queen. She's very royal.
She is very royal.
Yeah, and but it's about the work. It's about me believing in the role. It's about me studying and loving acting. And it's not about, like, trying to change my name. I don't even know what I would be, honestly, accomplishing with that. Like,
I was pretty fired up. He said, call me Todd. I was a little confused what to call
me. But I want them to feel close to me, though. Like, everybody calls me Todd because, it's like walking around, LL Cool J. It's just ridiculous. Like, call me LL Cool J. You know what I mean?
Like, call you LL.
Yeah, just call me Todd.
We did an interview somewhere. They go, Mr. J. The guy was dead serious. He called you Mr. J.
Mr. Cool J, Plus, you just don't want to, a lot of these guys are like at that age range where if they walk around here calling me LL, they'll be singing Mama Said Knock You Out all day instead of doing what we got to do. So.
Another thing that you're famous for are the abs. Right. And I wanted to know,
Thank you.
Are we, you have good abs.
Him.
Yeah. Jeez. Do we get to see any of the, shirtlessness?
As soon as we... at some point, maybe. But right now, we're just, covering the tats and kind of getting into the characters.
Hold on, let me have your hand.
I'm sure.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Now feel my abs. See, you tell me I don't have nice abs. See that? Isn't that amazing?
Oh my God, those are so
crazy,
good. Wait, let me see.
No, let me do it again. Close your eyes.
Like
washboard.
Yeah.
Seriously, you got to do laundry?
That's like an 8. I'm like falling over. So let's talk about the show and the technology that you have on the show. It's pretty cool. I've seen the pilot. It's really well. It's not really the pilot because I guess the pilot was on the NCIS episode. But I've seen the first episode. And there's a lot of cool stuff in the Operations Center. Talk to me about that.
I think that was one of the things I liked when Shane was describing the show, is this whole idea of kind of the eye in the sky, and everywhere we go now there's cameras and ATM machines and security cameras and that, and it's that's one of the elements that they're using to kind of track people. And in the Ops Center, they have these computers that can access cameras all over the world, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, actually, your character, Sam's character, is more familiar with the technology than my character. That's for sure.
Lockheed Martin brought in a lot of really cool software. They brought in this software program called LM Safe. They brought in a couple of other things, and we're really introducing to the world a lot of technology that hasn't been made available to the public yet. And it's really, really some real cool stuff happening, and we get to kind of play with it. Like, we have exoskeletal titanium plate suits and all kinds of things, but people will get to see that later, and it'll make sense. Right now, it sounds like I'm like...
And you guys have to sort of like walk and chew gum at the same time in there, because you actually, while you're doing your scenes, you're actually touching the screens.
It's real.
You guys have to do it, right?
Yeah, when we use the perceptive pixel screens, it's actually real.
Yeah.
When we use the screen, when we're watching footage, we're watching footage. But when we utilize a perceptive pixel and you see us touching the screens, that's real. Yeah. That's not like computer graphics done after. We're actually doing that.
Yeah.
So we all have running jokes about who's going to be able to actually do it properly. And, watching Hetty do it is wonderful because she's so gentle. And she hardly moves the stuff. She's so, gentle with it. It's really interesting. It's cool.
How many times has it messed up a scene, though, when you're touching things?
There's a learning curve.
Yeah,
when we started out, it was kind of like, okay, so everyone figure out how to do the little circle and bring up the menu and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's real.
We're getting it down.
But be honest now, when you're in there and they're not rolling and you're bored, are you just touching stuff?
Without a doubt. They have this one program called Squiggles within the perceptive pixel where you could just make stars and all this crazy color stuff. Definitely. I like to play with it. I'm not kidding. We don't get in there and play with it a little bit.
Make
gotta play with it a little.
Mustaches on people.
Little mustaches.
Yeah.
Give it the fuzzies. Got the fuzzies.